Kansas State men's basketball lost to Iowa State. Kansas State was number 5 in the country, while Iowa State was number 12 in the country. The final score was 80-76. First of all, Kansas State had a 33-31 lead at halftime, but second half, Iowa State scored 49 points. Kansas State scored 43. Yeah, if you allow that many points in the second half, when you have a 2-point lead and you don't score as much as Iowa State, you're not going to win. First of all, Kansas State shot the ball pretty good. 52.1% from the field, 25 for 48, 9 for 16 on threes, which is 56.3%. 17 for 25 on free throws, though. You got to make a little more free throws. Like, at least, if you would have made at least 4 more free throws, the game would have gone overtime. Or 5, you win the game. That's simple. 20 rebounds in the game, 6 of those offensive. That's not a lot of rebounds. 13 assists, 9 steals. Of course, no blocks. 14 turnovers, that's a little much, but not like excessive, but still not good. 22 fouls, 15 points off the bench. Well, Iowa State only had 7 points off the bench here. So, that's the deal. And they shot better than Kansas State in the game. 57.1%, 28 for 49 overall, 5 for 16 on threes, 31.3%. That's not a good percentage, Iowa State. 19 for 25 on free throws. That's a good number. Of course, you want to be higher, closer to 80%. 28 rebounds, 9 of those offensive, so they definitely out-rebounded them. 15 assists, 8 steals, which is not as good as Kansas State's 9, but they had 5 blocks, though, while Kansas State had 0. 13 turnovers and 18 fouls. I'm pretty sure, like in this late second half, it was like foul game, just to extend the game out. Actually, yeah, Kansas State was actually down 73-71 with 1:23 left in the game. Iowa State's Caleb Grill missed a 3-point shot, but they got their offensive rebound, and Gabe Kalshire made a jump shot, which was assisted by Asun Yosunnii. I apologize if I butchered that last name. Kansas State obviously called timeout with 33 seconds left. Keontae Johnson made a layup, which was assisted by Naquan Tomlin. Iowa State called timeout with 26 seconds left. Obviously, Kansas State from there had to do the foul game, just to extend the game out. They did foul right away with 24 seconds. They made 1 out of 2 on free throws by the Osun guy from Iowa State. But Kansas State with 13 seconds left missed a layup. You got to make your layups, even if it's contested. You got to find a way to make it. Then, of course, Iowa State had 2 more free throws because of a foul on Kansas State with 11 seconds left. Made them both. And, of course, there was a foul with 3 seconds left by Iowa State. It was on a 3-point shot, apparently, because the guy made 3 straight free throws. But then Kansas State had to foul with somewhere around 1 second. Maybe it was 1.1 or something, but you know what I'm saying. And then Iowa State made them both essentially put the game on ice. So I will say this, Kansas State was due for another conference loss at some point. Let's just be clear about that, because the Big 12 is just that tough. There's no night off in the conference, even against the worst teams, because any team could beat any team. I think the bottom of the Big 12 could be higher in other conferences. So going forward, what does Kansas State have? They have 11-8 Florida at home. You should not lose to them at home. You shouldn't. They're definitely going to be out of the top 5 now. It's a matter of, are they going to be out of the top 10? It's a wait and see game. Then you have to go on the road to play number 9 Kansas, which I expect them to drop out of the top 10 for sure, because they lost to Baylor, and they could lose to Kentucky too. Let's not forget about that. So that's a possibility. They're definitely out of the top 10 for sure. It's just a matter of are they out of the top 15 or top 20. That's a to be determined situation. Then Kansas State gets to host number 10 Texas, which they beat already on the road, but Texas is going to have revenge on their mind. They got number 11 TCU, which, TCU beat Kansas State for their first conference loss by 14 points. So this might be a revenge game for Kansas State, but still, it's a tough game. Then you got to go on the road to Texas Tech, that's 10-9, who is winless in the Big 12 as of right now. And that's still not easy because it's on the road. And Lubbock is a tough environment, not just because the Big 12's not tough, but I'm just saying. Now, Iowa State, on the other hand, you better watch out for a letdown game on the road in Missouri. They may not be ranked, but they're 15-5. So that's a watch out deal. Then Iowa State does have on the road at winless Texas Tech in the Big 12. I mean, that back-to-back road games, that's not easy, especially from a Saturday, Monday. So, and then you get to host number 9 Kansas, which, like I said, they're going to drop out of top 10, I would think, with that loss to Baylor on Monday. So, still not an easy game, and you barely lost that game anyway. On the road to West Virginia, that has only one conference win. But that lone conference win was at home, so that's a watch out game. Then you get to play Oklahoma State at home this time, because remember, last time Iowa State played Oklahoma State beat them by 2, so that's not going to be, there's no nights off in the Big 12 here, so that's the next 5 games for both teams. And as of right now in the standings, without any other games being played, and some games are being played today, the standings are Iowa State 6-2, Kansas State 6-2, Texas 6-2, TCU 5-3, Baylor 5-3, Kansas 5-3, Oklahoma State 3-5, Oklahoma 2-6, West Virginia 1-6, and then Texas Tech, though winless, is 0-7. In fact, those bottom 2 teams play each other tonight. Will Texas Tech get another win in conference? I mean, will they get a win in conference play out last? We'll have to wait and see. But Texas Tech is hosting the game, though. So, that's going to be an intriguing matchup right there. The bottom 2 dwellers against each other. Who's going to win? I have no clue. Anyways, if you like this content, hit the like and subscribe button. I see you guys there. It's going to 500 subscribers. We're on the road to it. Let's go.